B, it's your man, 100 grand, one Miguel. Let me go right here. Okay, here we go. Hope you guys are doing well. We just fresh off the Apple event. I got my man in here, De Levanta from Atlanta. I like saying his name like that. His name is De Levante, right? De Levante. I just say it like that. I say it like that because, it just sounds good to say that from Atlanta. I gotta get that in there because De Levante from Atlanta just doesn't sound the same, man. But how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great, man. Feeling great, excited. Got this, these endorphins and all the excitement
all the pump.
tail end of this event.
Yeah, man. It's been crazy. Let me get myself recentered here so we can have this chat, man. It's been crazy. You guys shout out your city down in the comments. You know how we do when we're rocking this and getting this thing popping. There was some really, really dope announcements made, and we're going to talk about all of them today. But while you guys shout out your city real quick, we got something really, really dope I want to share with you because we're doing a sale. If you didn't know, we're doing a sale on Peculiar Sounds and its new Sound Off the Block expansion pack, and it goes off sale tonight at midnight, so I have to make that announcement. So I want you guys to watch this real quick in case you don't know about Sounds Off the Block. This is what Sounds Off the Block is. Check it out. So we had to throw that in there real quick. So get that.
Bro, that need to be a challenge. We need to do a challenge off of that track because that track is so hot, man. I can hear some people going in on that.
We might have to do something. I'm gonna talk with Doob. I think he might like that as well. I think that'll be cool. But I just wanted to let you guys know that real quick. I had to make that quick announcement. It's going off sale at midnight. Peculiar Sounds is on sale for $99.99, and the Sounds Off the Block expansion is on sale for $49.99. Screenshot the QR code right there. Real quick, you can tap it in your camera roll later, and you can get that. And it's going away in 3, 2, 1. All right, we ready to get into the real deal, Holyfield here. So Apple, they dropped some serious bombs on us. So let's kind of do a quick high level overview here. First, they dropped on us the MacBook Air, like a 15-inch joint. What you think about that, Del?
That's crazy, man. A 15-inch MacBook Air, man. I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't excited about that to begin with.
Yeah, when I heard about it,
MacBook Air, like I don't need a MacBook Air. However, at the price of $12.99, it's got the MagSafe charging and it has 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports on it.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a strong contender for a lot of people because, man, with an M2 chip, that's plenty power. Definitely. For a lot of things. So at $12.99, it's actually not a bad deal at all.
No, that's pretty solid, man. Like you said, I've always liked how thin the Airs are. And if you hadn't, I have an 11-inch around here somewhere. I think I gave it to one of the kids to use for school, and it's really, really thin. So having something that small and that thin, like paper thin, at a 15-inch size, which that makes it bigger than my current 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is kind of crazy, and it's less expensive, and probably specs-wise with the M2 in there, it's probably just a little bit got a little bit more oomph to it, so to speak. So that's pretty cool to see that MacBook Air kind of hit the ground with that. Let's see, what else did they pull in here on us?
That dropped the price of the 13-inch and the M1 as well.
Like $9.99 and all of that.
$9.99 for the M1 and then $10.99 for the 13-inch. So
man. Yeah, those are the ports. They gave us the 2 Thunderbolt joints, the MagSafe. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That was the big one because if they had just done 2 ports but no MagSafe, so you still had to
Right.
take up 1 port to charge, that would have been a no-go. But the fact that they gave you the MagSafe and 2 ports,
Exactly.
that's pretty solid.
No, that took it up another notch. They gave some. Let me zoom in on here because I was trying to screenshot it. Right, they gave us some nice. That blue joint was
Yeah,
actually
that blue was
pretty
fire.
dope.
That blue was
That
fire.
blue was pretty fire, man. Like I think if I was gonna get that, that would probably be the color I would go for because that blue's that joint kind of fire. So I like how they did that. And then the Mac Studio. They got us with the new Mac Studio
M2 Ultra.
M2 and the M2 Max, and I think the M2 Ultra
Ultra. Yep.
is what they slapped us with just a little bit ago, and I think that's going to be available next week. So these are going to be getting ahead of ourselves here. Hold on one second. Let me get back into this folder. Hold on, bro. Hold on one second. Let's get back into this.
And the M2 Ultra is that again, plenty. I mean, honestly, for a lot of people, just the base level studio at $2,000 is
Yeah.
plenty powerful. So now with
No,
the
super
M2
powerful.
Ultra, we're just getting into the dumb power specs now.
Yeah, I mean, because look at it. Here we go. These are the specs. Some of the stuff that they dropped on us, which is kind of crazy. We got you can get it with the Max or the Ultra, 10 gig Ethernet, all of the standard stuff you would expect. But this was something that kind of smacked me: 192 gigs of memory, like
RAM.
RAM. That's what, if you don't know, for those who don't know what they mean by memory. 192. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Like,
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't know if there's any Windows configurations I've seen that go up that high. I'm just saying, like, Apple just literally just walked in Microsoft.
So about the Windows thing, I'm sure somebody can come in here and tell
They
us all
probably will
about
be
the
saying
Windows and that you can do that. But here's the thing: at the power and heat efficiency of that computer,
it's gonna be no
you're not
comparison,
gonna
bro.
get it. Like it's not possible. Like a PC that's gonna be that powerful is gonna also tank your power bill.
Yeah, it's not gonna be any kind of comparison. There's going to be no way that you're going to be able to keep up with that. And then it's unified memory too, so that means it's all built into their chip, into the Ultra chip as well. And you're talking about 800 gigs of memory bandwidth, so it's going to be lightning fast, like faster than life. 8K display.
Here they
Support.
go. They already in the comments. They here.
We'll see. I'm not. Look, me and Dale, we talked about this last week. Remember, I told you when I got that Windows PC to finish my development stuff on, and I'm not impressed with Windows. That was my first real Windows computer in like 12 years. And I'm sorry, bro. Like, Windows can just go somewhere. I love y'all. If y'all love y'all Windows, keep hugging on it. Keep looking out your window. All of that. I'm gonna stay over here with Daddy Mac. I'm just gonna stay over here with that, and that's just what it is. Because the price point, efficiency for all of this: 76 core GPU. 24 core CPU, 4x faster, 6x faster, yada, yada, yin yang, all of this jazz. But what's crazy is they kept the price point the same. So it starts at $19.99, and I'm pretty sure it's going to scale up from there with that. And so here's something I want to say about this. I want to bring this up into view if I can, right here in the corner here where it says macOS Ventura. So here's the thing: if you're looking to get a Mac, if you're wanting to get a Mac Pro, any kind of Mac right now, the time to get it is going to be like right now, because I would not wait. If you're planning on upgrading your operating system, upgrading your computer, the time to get a new Mac is like right now, between now and like October. That's a window you got to get a new Mac, because I'm telling you, anything after that, they're going to be coming with the new operating system on it. You see what I'm saying? Like, which we're going to talk about that in a minute, which is macOS Sonoma, I believe they're calling it. But right now, Ventura is fairly stable on most stuff. I'm running Ventura on this computer right now that I'm doing the stream on. So it's pretty solid. Most of the stuff that I have on here runs pretty good. I don't have any trouble with that. But and there's still some things that aren't compatible. But I'm telling you, if you're looking to upgrade your computer, the time to do it is right now. And that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on going.
Yeah, the M2 Ultra Mac Studio is at $4,000. It's $4,000 is what that is.
Yeah. $4,000. Okay, so if is that with 192 gigs of RAM?
Let's see what the RAM spec is on this. That is going to be with 64.
Okay, 64 gigs of RAM.
If you want to go all the way to 192,
what's that look like?
That's going to take you up to 5,600.
Wow. That's not bad, bro. So you talking about $5,600 and you got a joint with 109. That's the maxed out Mac Studio. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's crazy dope. Because, and the reason I think that's dope is because Apple also dropped on us the Mac Pro, which I believe that started at, I got a
$699, so $7,000.
Yeah, and so it has pretty much the same specs for the most part when you look at 76 core and 192. The difference is you're getting the modular. You can add in your PCIe cards, and I know you get into that world, Dale, a little bit more because you work in post and film and stuff.
I'm already looking at this bad boy like maybe, just maybe.
So that becomes the question, like, do you get because I think this joint, I think I screenshotted the price. Yeah, Mac Studio at $19.99 and the Mac Pro starting at seven bands. Seven bands. So you're talking about like 2 bands or 56 bands maxed out with this. Not 56 bands, Lord have mercy. 5,600 maxed out. But 7 bands just getting in the door with a Mac Pro. But you can pretty much get that maxed spec out of that. So it's like, yo, I don't know. It's a conundrum.
If you don't need the PCIe, then for sure, definitely, probably not moving to the studio. But if you need that PCIe, then it's definitely worth considering. Obviously, the Mac Pro, because I'll tell you, the external chassis for PCIe cards are noisy. Like you probably can't hear mine because I have some noise reduction processing going on my mic, but I can hear it when there's nothing going on in the room. So if I don't have music playing or nothing, like I can hear my PCIe chassis.
Interesting.
So definitely wanting to get rid of that thing and just go back to having a tower that's got PCI card slots in it.
Interesting. So I think the winner is the Mac Studio in this area, like just being able to get that power. You know what I mean? For less. Is if you get somewhere in the middle, and for music production and mixing and mastering and all of the stuff that we do, like that Mac Studio is gonna hold you down for like the next probably 10 years, bro. Like at that level for audio.
Yeah, like, for audio, and I'm going to even go and say for the average audio, because I know you, me, some other people are doing some stuff that's even beyond what would be considered average. Like for instance, I pulled up a feature film mix I was working on that had 825 tracks in it. I pulled that up on a regular M1 Mac Mini with 16 gigabytes of unified memory, and it ran flawlessly. I was able to make some edits and stuff on it. So
800 something tracks, bro.
Exactly, 800 something tracks with plugins and video, because that was a film, that was a movie.
That's on the base level.
Running that on a regular M1, I mean, average people ain't doing that kind of stuff. So we getting into the weeds of who really needs to even buy these machines.
I agree totally, because it's just like, yo, I mean, even looking at this, like if you look at this screenshot here, Like you can tell they geared it so you got the Mac, you got down here. I'm gonna try to zoom in on
In the
it.
cut.
They in the cut, they got the Mac Pro down here, and you can see what they're trying to go for. You can shout out to Pro Tools making the cut, for the
Yeah, it's definitely because that's Lucas. If I'm not mistaken,
Lucasfilm.
that's Lucas Film, Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah, and see, look, they got Contact open up here, and they got it stacked with a bunch of instruments and bunch of sounds and all of that. And then they got, what is this over here? Adaptive Verb running. Some plugin that's inactive. Somebody didn't get that out of the stream. Some plugin that's inactive, they got it running, and then they looks like they got Complete Control running back here, or Machine. I can't tell. They got it covered up. It could be either or. It could be Complete Control or Machine, but they got it in there. So Pro Tools looks like he's pulling up some stuff, and they screenshot it, and then what is that right there? They got the Matrix running over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're in the weeds with this. I think this could be, definitely something. I don't know unless you're getting into composing.
Yeah, that's Hans Zimmer. That's Hans Zimmer type setup vibes there.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. This is when you're composing. If you're doing like audio post-production for film and TV and scoring, some of those guys have like orchestral libraries, like the East-West stuff, all of that stuff where they're running it off servers, they're running it all, they're running all kind of crazy stuff, and they're stacking like this guy
multiple
has
computers. Like some of them got multiple computers.
Yeah, so this guy's got multiple Contact instruments stacked. You ain't getting this for Sunday morning. Like if you're a church head, if you're a church musician, gigging musician, get you a MacBook Air, call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to probably be straight with that. But, if you're really trying to get into some serious stuff, then this is probably where something like that is going to come in. Now, personally, because I do content and video and mixing, and I do a plethora of things, coding, software development. I got my hands in multiple bags. So I'm not going with the Mac Pro. I'm probably getting the Mac Studio M2. I don't even know if I'm gonna go Ultra because I think that's overkill for what I would need. I probably would go Mac Studio. I'll probably go to Mac Studio with the Max in it because that's the same. I got the M1 Max I believe in my MacBook Pro, and it's doing wonders. It's doing wonders for my life. So I'm gonna go with I'm probably gonna go with that M2 Max on the thing. On the Mac Studio and call it a day. But I think this is dope, man. Like for all of that. And
you can't even say like, cause I was in a position to where I was really waiting on that Mac Pro announcement because it was gonna either be Mac Studio or get an Intel Mac Pro. But now here's the problem. A lot of developers are starting to make stuff specifically for the M1 chips. Like I have several programs that I'm beta testing right now that literally they won't run on Intel. Like it's gotta be the M1 variants because of just all that power that's there. They're maximizing already. So there's gonna be a huge case for just everybody's gonna need to upgrade if you want to have the latest, greatest, and be able to, do all the new stuff that's going to be coming, all the AI tools and all that kind of stuff. They're literally not even thinking about Intel in development world.
No, I agree, man. I think it's a moot point in that thing. I think this is the way to go. And like I said before, I'll reiterate: if you're getting Mac, if you're going to be upgrading your Mac, now is the time to do it. Do not wait until October or November or Christmas to upgrade your Mac, or even beginning of 2024, because you're going to end up SOL because you're not going to, it's going to ship with this new operating system, which will give us a place to switch gears. It's going to ship with Sonoma on it. In the fall, starting in the fall, they're going to ship it with Sonoma. Yep. Right now it's running off Ventura. But if you wait until the fall to try to upgrade, you're going to end up with Sonoma, and us in the audio world means your stuff is not going to be compatible, at least for you, because the stuff just got compatible and it's just starting to get compatible with Ventura. Like Monterey, if you're on Monterey, you probably straight by this point. Like Monterey is solid. I got Monterey on my MacBook. I got Ventura on my here on my iMac, and then I got on my Mac Mini, my mixing computer, I got Big Sur. And that's probably not moving anytime soon on that. But these are my three. I got three OS running across all my devices, so I can kind of play around with it, and I can tell you from one that's moving on. Right now, Big Sur is probably the most solid out of everything I'm using. But Monterey is cool. Monterey is cool, but that's just what it is, man. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to make sure we didn't miss anything in the comment section.
Yeah, I see somebody, we got somebody, they Dolby Atmos becoming standard for studio, and they're making these for Dolby Atmos. I mean, that's true in a sense, but Dolby Atmos actually doesn't require that much power.
It doesn't.
I mean, people can run Dolby Atmos right now off of MacBook Airs. Yeah. So easy. The Atmos renderer itself doesn't really take that much. What happens is, depending on the plugins and the amount of tracks somebody is dealing with, that's what matters the most in this instance, because now you're dealing with, okay, what's being loaded into the RAM, what kind of processing is being used for the plugins. But the Atmos part itself doesn't take much. I mean, we got Logic just hit the iPad,
exactly,
and that's got spatial audio. So I mean, that doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. I think that's gonna be solid, man. Let's see, what's this one says? Can you stream and play plugins at the same time on Macs using M1 chip? I mean, yeah. My M1 chip stuff is solid. There's
you've been doing live streams from your M1, right?
Yeah. I'm streaming right now on the live M1. Like this live stream right now is being run on my Mac. Y'all can't see it. It's out of frame, but it's right here. My iMac is running the stream that you're watching right now, and it's a M1. It is the M1 iMac with 8 gigs of RAM. It's not even like, it ain't nothing special about it. It's a base level M1 machine, and it's running this entire stream. All of the graphics, everything for this stream is being run from this iMac right now. All of the video processing, everything is being done from that. So yeah, we can run that all day.
Aaron's got a good point. However, composition of Atmos will be a thing very soon. This is true. Yes. There's at least 2 plugins I know of that are synths that are Atmos compatible.
Atmos ready. Yeah.
You're absolutely right on that front. Which hits the whole 192 gigabytes of memory. That's going to come into play.
That's going to come into play for that kind of stuff.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And we said this before when we were talking about like doing the, did a Hangout a little bit ago. We was talking about spatial audio and Dolby Atmos and its future to everything. And I said in that particular interview that if you are a producer, engineer, someone that is in this field, and you aren't exploring or looking into Atmos or learning that format, you're gonna be left way, way behind, because as we get into this stream and you see some of the other stuff that Apple dropped, spatial audio is it's where it's going, like, period. There's no, after today, I am absolutely positively convinced that you need to double down, triple down, quadruple down on learning and understanding Dolby Atmos spatial audio, how to mix for it, how to produce for it, all of that stuff like that. That is your official word of warning. Get into it and figure it out, because I'm telling you where this thing is about to go. When you see where we get to here in a minute, you guys are going to be like, explode. Your head is going to explode. So let's keep it moving. Anything else on that area before we move on into Sonoma?
Let's see.
AI and Dolby Atmos will be a thing, maybe to control your iRobot. It's gonna be a thing, bro. It's gonna be definitely
a thing. For sure. It's coming, man. It's literally, when I saw the next thing we're gonna talk about, like, I instantly thought of Ready Player One, like instantly.
Yeah, instantly.
Like,
instantly. That's where it's going.
I could think of.
Instantly. Let's see what he says. If you can run your iMac, why bother with the Ultra unless they are making Macs for I'm not sure what that last phrase, but
He's still going off of the whole Atmos thing. Like they're
oh,
pushing that, and I mean he's got a point, definitely for sure. But again, like part of the conversation that we want to have too is the average person
you're average.
versus the person over here that's doing that. Like me, I'm not average. Doing
Yeah.
825 tracks feature films is way above
Yeah.
what the average, person that we deal with on a regular basis is going to be doing. And that's kind of another point is like, if I'm able to do the stuff I'm doing on some of the lower spec machines, then why would somebody else need something even more powerful? Like, because now we're getting into the money thing.
Yeah.
Like, we had $3,000 for some of these machines and above. That's really getting above a lot of people's, what they can do. Whereas you look back down to the MacBook Air at $1,299 with an M2 chip. That's affordable for most people. You making $1,100 on a Sunday. Cool. Like you can go and buy you a MacBook Air and be solid and still do a ton of work. Hundreds and hundreds of tracks for production work and still be perfectly fine.
No, perfect, man. Exactly. No, you telling the truth. I mean, you get you a MacBook Air and you cooking, man. You cooking. It doesn't require all of that, man. And my man says, imagine Brandon Rico, man. We tried to get him on the stream, but he wasn't able to tap in with us today. But imagine not needing monitors for making music.
That's the kind of stuff right there. That's where we at, because again, watching that next segment and seeing what they were doing, it was like, wait a minute, like you trying to get rid of my monitors.
And we're gonna tap in on that in just a minute. And my man says, this is my point. We all need to advance, but life is about advancing. Yeah. Definitely. And I do a lot of, like I said before, it's my whole take is I do a whole lot more than just music. I'm a mix engineer. I am a music producer, of course, but I also am a content creator, a podcaster. We're working on, I do software development. We're working on several products in that line. I'm also doing, a lot of video editing. We got some big stuff that's popping off in the next, like 12 to 24 months. This is going to be like mind blowing. So yeah, I need the extra power for the stuff that I'm doing. That's where I'm at. But let's keep trucking along. Let's keep trucking along because I want to get to the big thing. macOS Sonoma, it's cool. And same with iOS 17. Like there wasn't really.
iOS 17 got some heat. The live transcript, that's a big one. Because
now that was cool. I can get with that.
Phone call, like sometimes you don't know who's calling you, and so you don't answer it. So the fact that you be able to preview the voicemail they're leaving, it's almost like the Google Voice thing. Matter of fact, I'll go back even further. When you used to have the answering machine at home, and you just let the answer machine catch it, and you listen to what the person got to say, and if you actually want to talk to them, then you grab the phone. So this is bringing that kind of thing back to where you can screen a call and decide if you want to answer it. That was definitely dope. The check-in joint, that's super dope, especially for families with kids and stuff, being able to check in with them and know where they at and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. The name drop, I like that.
That was hilarious.
I love the name drop because I use Popple, which is a digital business card where basically somebody can scan I have an Apple Watch band that has it on there, or you got a digital card where they can scan it and they get your contact information. So now Apple has made it to where you just put two phones together and you can automatically share your contact information. So that's going to be that's strong. And then they took it a step further on that, and they made AirDrop work the same way. So now you don't have to click on somebody's AirDrop anymore. Now you just put the phones together and you can do AirDrop. And then this one took me out, bro. When they said you could walk away from somebody and the AirDrop will continue over the internet.
Yeah, no, that was solid. That's gonna make when y'all get ready to go to NAMM 2024, when y'all at NAMM 2024, y'all gonna be excited about name drop. Y'all gonna be ready to name drop everything, name drop everybody, name drop, name drop, drop me doc. Drop me doc. Drop me. Yo, so it's gonna be a thing. I'm excited about that. That was cool. It was definitely in my list of cute features that they
Cute?
added
You
in.
said cute.
They were cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. I mean, it's cool. It's just like, okay. Yeah, it was cool. So
You haven't
Sonoma.
used it yet. I think that's what it is. Cause like if you use Popple or I can't think of it. There's a couple of them other like digital business card things. But those things are so great, man, at events, man, because you're not having to, share cards or any of that stuff. It's
Yeah.
literally just like here, hey, scan it, scan it, scan it, scan it. So you automatically got contact information.
I keep scanning off of that. Shoot. Hold on. I keep jumping. I keep jumping the gun.
I'm so excited. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are too, man. We are too.
It's cool. It was just so they had the widgets. They're basically still doing this whole thing where they're trying to move iOS and macOS closer and closer and all of this and unify all of the experiences across the different OSs.
Hey,
So,
man,
we've had
I'm here
widgets.
for it because when they showed the car, when you can access your car widget from the computer,
Yeah.
I'm on that.
I'm on there
I'm
too.
on that.
CarPlay is gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. I'll tell you something that I was really excited about though. This is probably the biggest thing that I was excited about for Sonoma, and that is the FaceTime features. I forgot what they called it, but it's a feature inside of basically inside of built in where you're going to be able to do like P&P screen sharing in FaceTime or in Zoom meetings,
That's green screen
like
level
green
stuff right
screen
there.
type vibes. That's cold. Like being able to do this, I think it's another shot. This is like a dude inside of a Zoom meeting. It's one that had it like that with the little picture in picture joint. Like this, like being able to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's like, what I would love to see, and I'm hoping that maybe they would have it in there. They just haven't announced it, as a feature because there was only someone they had to cover the core features. If they build like something like this in the QuickTime, it's over. Like because then
But
these
see,
are
I
the
think
type.
that's the thing, though. It's built into the computer to where you don't even need another application to do it. It's just
Yeah.
it's just there and it works.
That's true. So even at the low level, like you said, if you're trying to just do like a tutorial or something like that, like I would use the heck out of this, bro. I'm teaching something on Logic or I'm teaching something on Pro Tools or whatever. And I want to just have me right there, just like that, with Pro Tools in the background while I'm mixing, like straight game, gamer vibes. That's where they kind of got that
Bro,
from. But
what they're taking so many shots, and for those of us that are in this space, we can see it because we're using OBS, we're using
this stuff,
we're using all these different programs to do stuff like this. Even my ATEM Mini over here, it's like, yo, you just killed my ATEM because I don't need to do something different to get my screen and myself on the computer. Like you built it in.
Big facts. So I was texting with Jan during the event. So if y'all see my screenshots up here in the top.
What I say?
He
Coming
was,
for Zoom, exactly.
He was texting me during the event.
These types of platforms are getting ate.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I think that's super dope. macOS Sonoma, they're adding in, they went heavy on the gaming, type stuff and all of that. Web apps in the thing, that was pretty dope. That web apps, I want to explore that. But
the gaming thing, bro, if they crack gaming, because that's been the one area for sure they haven't been able to crack into through the years, is they've had a hard struggle trying to get to the gaming side. But now that you can do gaming on a web browser now, you don't even need an Xbox or PlayStation. They got the whole web browser thing going. Yeah. And now the Mac computers are getting more powerful. Like, it's about to be a strong battle in the gaming sector, man. Because I'm even looking at some of the stuff they were showing. I was like, wait a minute. So you don't even need an Xbox anymore? No. Like, you can just put the headset on and log into the thing and play?
Yeah. That's a game changer, bro. That's a game changer. And speaking of game changing, this is where it all flipped on its head. So buckle up for this. If you didn't see this live, if you're seeing it here for the first time, this, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, represents the most monumental change in just about computing history. Like, if Apple, now they just showed us this in beta pretty much today. They just showed us this in concept and in beta today. It's not coming out till next year. But if they pull this off and the experience is as dope as they presented it to be today, the game is over. The credits are rolling. Like they beat the game. There's no more nothing. And I'm glad that I bought like another $800 in Apple stock this morning. I'm just saying, just for this one more thing that they announced. But Apple Vision Pro is what they're calling this. It is a headset, VR, AR headset situation. Mm-hmm. Look at that, dog.
Ready Player One.
Look at that, bro. That is so cold. Like, yo.
Yeah, now I saw there were some interesting cases that they show in it, like the airplane and some of the other places. Like I'm a little iffy on some of those environments, man, because now we getting into safety kind of vibes.
Why you think safety?
Start getting this far.
You think Cat's gonna be trying to drive with him?
Bro, Cat's be trying to do all kind of stuff, so I wouldn't put it past Cat. Like, I would not put it past them. I mean, I know like here in Georgia, like when AirPods became a big thing, they had to pass a law like you couldn't drive with both AirPods in. Like you could only do one AirPod just because people go crazy with this kind of stuff, and it does start to get a bit dangerous, man. Because I mean, even though you can see through it and all that kind of stuff, it's still blocking your vision, man. So
yeah, there's gonna be something. Yeah, I think they're gonna have, because like the interface of it is just gonna be like, this is what they were showing in terms of like what it looks like when you have it on. Gosh, man, look at that, dog.
Yeah, the thing is a computer like that.
Look,
that's
look at even Jan tag. He had to tag in. He's we was going in, so I got some, because I was trying to screenshot this stuff as fast as possible. He ended up in some of the screenshots, his text, because I didn't have that turned off. But like let's talk about like the implications of this. And so from what they told us, every app that's on the App Store is going to be compatible with the headset day one. I don't know if you're putting 6 and 8 together. I'm not even going to do 1 and 2. Let's just go some big numbers. If you're putting 100 and 200 together.
Yeah.
Last week, was it last week? Apple, or week before last, Apple dropped Logic Pro on the iPad.
Yep.
So that means at day one, you'll be able to pull up Logic Pro in the iPad on the headset, bro, and be able to produce music inside of the Reality Pro headset with this kind of vibe. Like looking at this screen right here, like you got your text messages here, you got all of that. Let's just replace these and say that this is Logic, this is Pro Tools, like your messages, that's Pro Tools, that's Logic, and then you got whatever over here, because
Splice,
they did say
that's Splice.
That's Splice, because they did say that you could connect your Mac to it.
Yeah, they said you
use
can
it
look
as a
down
screen.
at the Mac, and then the Mac screen is gonna pop up on there.
That was crazy. I don't know if I caught that in the screenshot. I might have caught it somewhere. The FaceTime features was super crazy.
I'm still trying to figure out that part. Like, how do they see you while you got the headset on? Like,
let me see if I did catch something on that. So look at the eyes. So look at the eyes right here. So what they were talking about was like how, it does the see-through pass through when people pass by you and you see their eyes and all of that stuff like that, right? They said that, like, I think I caught a screenshot of that somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. It's so crazy, bro. Yeah, it was this. So basically they said, like, at your first time using it, it's going to do the Face ID thing and scan your face right? And so it creates a digital representation of your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it displays that. So basically, people are going to be talking to an avatar that's been digitally scanned by you,
bro.
and so they're going to be talking to your
like again. We're sending another nail into the coffin for studios and even in my sector of post-production. I can see right now being in review sessions, but virtual. Like we in virtual review sessions, sitting in a movie theater working on a film, but nobody's in the room together.
Look at this, bro. This is it right here. Just put Pro Tools, this whole screen right here.
Yep.
Just put Pro Tools. Just put Pro Tools right there. Right. And these are all your cats that just doing the review. That's doing y'all are these are your clients that you're mixing for. And then this is Pro Tools right here behind here. And then these are the clients. Like this is, and you're in a hotel room.
In a hotel room, bro. And then the crazy thing is, I don't know if you got a picture, but you don't even have. That's like, okay, if you're in a hotel room, but if you don't even want it to look like the hotel room, they got the whole thing where you can make it look like somewhere else.
Let me see. I did something like I caught some of it. Let me see. It's one of these right there. You could be in a forest, bruh. And doggone forest producing a record. Like, and put yourself in these virtual environments. So I can appreciate this because I'm an Oculus user. I've seen this type of experience on the Oculus. It's immersive. It's true to life. Like they have some apps on Oculus that give you this same experience. Like you just look around and it's like totally 360, no matter where you turn around, look up, look down. You're in a virtual environment. You can hear like the spatial audio stuff is making it, it's moving. The sound is moving along with your head. That's why I was saying at first, like, yo, as a producer, as an engineer, you have to start exploring spatial audio. Because Apple is about to push the industry like all the way forward with this whole situation. Like this is gonna Apple. I said it to Jan. I think I said it to you when I text you too. I said Apple about to have us sitting in rooms by ourselves, with nothing in it.
Yeah.
Just with this. That's gonna be us. Except we probably gonna have on a wife beater. Yeah, and it's gonna be a wife beater. We ain't gonna be sitting in there with corduroy. It's gonna be a wife beater with
it's every movie on the subject we've ever seen. That's where we are.
Yeah,
that's where we're headed.
This is it. This is game over. This is the end game. Like they said, this is end game because this is a Gen 1 product. So you already know where this is going. Give it 5 years. This is a good point right here, though. I think my biggest thing with these types of stuff is eye fatigue. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, what are they doing for your? I'm not even worried about that because I've done.
You wear glasses already, though. So.
I wear glasses already, and then they said that I didn't catch a screenshot of that, but they said that they were going to make it to where if you wear glasses, you can order your prescription lenses for the joint to put on there. So it'll be like looking through your glasses into it. So you won't even have to put your glasses on anymore when you're going into the virtual space. You can literally take your glasses off, put the joints on, and be able to like interact with it without having to have.
That's probably where the pricing is going to change because I know they said it starts at
34. I think I got that in here somewhere.
So it's probably going to be okay if you need your prescription in there and some other type stuff. That's when the pricing is gonna get a little.
It's going to get crazy from there. Yeah, this was the Mac situation where this man was running like Final Cut. Like he running Final Cut in the joint. That's crazy, bro. Like the desktop version. He got his Mac in the reality headset, bro. Like this is and then we'll get into some of that. The 3D videos, the 3D, like that, this is just, it's got an M2 in it. Vision OS. Yeah, did you see the DJ app joint?
Yeah.
So this opens up a whole nother game for like developers. I can see everybody starting to get into this game pretty soon with if they haven't already started thinking about it or working towards it. I know I'm thinking my brain is moving 100 miles an hour. I told Jan, like, it's study time. Like, I got to figure out I got to get the APIs. I got to start studying. I got to start messing around with Swift and Xcode with these particular. Open up some of these recipes, as they call them, and start messing around with some of this stuff. But yeah, $34.99 is going to be the price point. $3,500. Apple can charge this, one, because I don't think there's not going to be any competition for them in this space. Meta is the closest thing to it. The Oculus or the Quest, the Meta Quest situation. But I got a Quest. I got two Quests actually. It's just what I saw.
Yeah, it's not that.
Takes it to another game. Is that my phone or your phone?
That's me. I'm in work mode. Oh, that's somebody that can get through.
We live. I was like, you gotta be looking around like, yo, what happened? But no, no, for real, like just looking at the capabilities, it's all of the things I wish Meta had, the Quest had built into it. Like it's cool for games, experiences, watching movies, entertainment type vibes, all of that stuff like that. Like the Meta Quest is really good for that kind of stuff, but it fails in comparison with the productivity apps. Like the Horizon stuff, their avatars, all of that stuff is garbage.
That's where Apple killed them, and we knew this was coming. The fact that they got this app store with all these apps already in there, and they're making that compatible day one, that's what's killing everything else, because the app store is 15 years old.
Yeah, and they're way ahead of anything that Meta or Oculus is going to be able to keep up with. I'm sorry, they're just not going to be able to keep up with the fact that, because that's the thing that made me kind of shy away from the Oculus or the Quest or what have you over the years, is because, not over the years, but over this year that I've had it, is because it's kind of lackluster. Like after you get in there and you watch a couple of movies and you deal with, play around with a couple of games that are really cool, and you do this and you do that little thing, or you go open up this little app, and after you've done that, it's kind of like, okay, there ain't really nothing else I can do. There ain't really nothing else that matters. But the fact that the reality headset, I'm going to be able to open up Final Cut, Logic, Pro Tools, connect my Mac to it like seamlessly, and have a whole experience with my MacBook. Could shut the lid on the MacBook and just
this is killing.
Work with my hands.
Some of my subscription, like I have a subscription to Session Wire, and I love Session Wire for reviewing and doing mobile sessions and stuff like that. It's great. But the fact that you have this, like that just ate all that. Like I would do a review like this. Like I would literally do a mix review. Like, hey, we about to put the headset on and be up in here VR doing mix reviews. Like that's crazy, man. Like the fact that you're not gonna need anything else. And then like when you think about your environments and all that kind of stuff, man, that you're gonna be able to do. Yeah. On top of that, it's like, man.
No,
like,
it's gonna
change. Says, like, yo, I'm not gonna need my monitors. Like
you're not gonna even need a mouse. Check this. You're not gonna need a mouse. You're not gonna need a keyboard. You're not going to need anything. They're calling it spatial computing. So the thing has like 16 cameras or something crazy like that on it, so it can read your hands. And so you're literally going to be able to interact with your screens, with everything, with your Mac.
You flick to scroll.
Yeah. You're going to be able to do all of that. So no controllers, none of that. Just put the thing on and go. Like the game is over. Like credits are rolling. Like you remember on Mario, like when you would beat Mario, you beat Bowser, Mario 3, Super Mario World 3, and you beat Bowser, and then the credits would roll, and then the game would just like when you reset the game, like the game is over. Now you got 99 lives, and you can go back to any board like on the entire island without having to go back through the whole journey. Everything is unlocked. That's what Apple just did. It's unlocked. They just beat the game. They beat the game, bro. Like they ain't got like Meta. Sorry, they lost with this. Like the fact that joint has this little graphic kind of going when you're in the mode, like enjoying an experience, as they say, and then somebody walks up, bro, and then your eyes pop up, dog.
Yeah.
Like who? No, it's the game is over. Credits are rolling. Like, you know, all we it's just like the Marvel movie. We just waiting on the end credits scene, bro. Like we just waiting on the mid credits, waiting on the end credits to see the Thanos is coming back next year. Like that's what's up. That's what's happening, bro.
Bro, but oh my god, the fact that you just said that just took it to another level, bro. Movies gone because now you buy the movie on your VR headset with Apple. You could be in the theater.
Yep.
You know, you can put it the view in the theater, and you right there.
Right there, bro. Just like that. Or
right
anywhere
there.
you want to be. Look at that. My man sitting on Lake Erie or something, like with his doggone, you know, not even with his thing on. I've experienced that. That's cold. Like that's one of the dope things about that I experienced with the Oculus, and I know the Apple version is going to be like so much better because I think I told you about this. Like I remember over the holidays when I got the Oculus, I put that joint on, bro, and it's like you're in the movie theater. Like you could see like the movie seats. It's just like the depth perception is like imperceptible. You feel like you're in the movie theater, and the spatial audio just makes it all feel real. So yeah, it's the same way. Just like my man said, Brandon said, I'm already, the money's already set aside, bro.
Yeah,
like
we are. Yeah, we.
If you complaining about the price, hold on, let's get to it. I gotta get to the price. If the price is triggering you, bro, like I'm sorry, it definitely is not for you because this thing right here, $34.99. I'm on the starter kit. Just give me the starter kit. Yeah, just give me the starter kit. Yeah.
Exactly. Start. Exactly. Yep. That's right. It starts.
I'm sorry. I think we clicked on it at the same time. Yeah, starts. Yeah, it starts at $34.99. But I imagine what it's probably going to be is different configurations. You know what I mean? Like they didn't talk what the things they didn't talk about in the stream. They didn't talk about how much RAM. They didn't talk about how much like hard drive space.
Well, they said it's got an M2 in it. So if we go off the M2 specs, then that's kind of what we would take.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to think about like, are they going to be like M2? Can you get it with an M2 Ultra in it? Can you get it with an M2 Max in it? Or is it just like the iPad M2 situation? You know what I mean? Like, is it that kind of thing or whatever? Or is it like, there they go, M2 and the R1 situation? I think what they're going to do is they're going to give us like different configurations, like 128 gigs, 256 gigs, a 512. It's going to be just like iPhone vibes. You know what I mean? It's going to be like iPhone, iPad vibes. It's just going to be like your MacBook. You're going to have different configurations, but the base price probably I'm going to say probably a 64 gig joint, 8 gigs of RAM. It's probably going to be what you're going to get for that third. That's just my prediction. I could be wrong. They might bust a 128 on us.
Yo, this picture right here is crazy. Like I don't have my screen up, but they got a picture on the site, on the Vision Pro site, of a girl and a guy sitting on the couch. She's wearing a headset. He's not. But they're looking at each other, having a conversation.
Let me pull that up. I'm going to pull that up. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up in the stream.
That's wild.
I'm going to pull it up in the stream. Give me a second. Let me get to Apple. Let me get to the app. Let's go to the Apple website. We'll get it in here. Hold on.
Yeah, this is wild, man.
Let me switch it. Let me switch it up. Let me switch it up real quick. Let's switch it up. Let's go to the window, not Finder, Chrome tab. Apple.
Yeah, so the LiDAR scanner, true depth camera, 3D fuse maps surrounding areas. Thermal system.
Here we go. Okay, so Vision. Let's get over here. Look at this, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Dang, bro. Ooh. Dang.
Crazy.
They got us fired up. Now, here's something I did hear. I heard about this charging thing.
Yeah.
That it's going to be like a belt pack that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
that you can that like USB-C basically
Yep,
lets you
that's
do
gonna make
that.
it, get 2 extra hours of
Look
life.
at
I
that,
think
bro.
they said.
That's nuts. Yep, voice, eyes, all of that, bro. Like, that's so dumb. That's what you're gonna be doing, bro. You're gonna be sitting in a room by yourself. You ain't gonna have nothing. You're gonna have a couch. That's it. It's just a couch and a wall.
Yeah, it's a tough. Like it's for single people, it's a sell
Oh
immediately.
man,
But
bro. Like
like
I
for
wouldn't if I was
family, like
single,
it ain't gonna work because you can't watch a movie with the fam.
they're gonna figure it out. But see, what's gonna happen is give it 5 years.
Yeah,
Give it 5 years. They're gonna be glasses. They're gonna be like actual legit, like wearable specs. And then it's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be $9.99. It's gonna be the price of an iPhone. That's where it's going. Give them 5-6 years.
yeah. This right here, Vision Pro and AirPods Max combo. Yeah,
It's gonna be stupid, B.
yeah.
It's gonna be stupid, bro.
I was thinking, I was like, yo, if they would have made this into a helmet that actually had Atmos
Oh,
speakers
oh,
on the top, like, woo!
look at that thing, bro. Look at that, bro. That
It's
thing
Ready
is.
Player One, bro. That's the Ready Player One starter kit all day.
What happens if I hit plus? Click or tap each to each whatever. Okay. Okay, so it's okay. This is like some kind of 3D thing.
Okay, you're looking at the design.
Look at that. You got the speakers. Are they gonna let me move it? They'll let me move it a little bit. That's kind of crazy. Cameras and sensors. Okay. I was trying to see audio straps. What happens if I click here? Sheesh. They got the little joint over here.
Yeah, it's the knob to
Crown.
control. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then you got one up here in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like they got that from the what's it called. Then you got the headband situation. Like, this is so cold, bro. Now, this is what took me out too. They said the displays in this joint
4K.
was like 4K, like 4K per eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. A pair of custom micro LEDs deliver more pixels than a 4K TV to each eye for stunning clarity.
Yeah.
They seal the light seal. Got the digital crown on them. Okay, then you got a top button on the top. Then power. Sheesh. The external battery supports up to 2 hours of use and all day use when plugged in.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the game is over, bro. It's over. Like, I'm sorry. It's over. And then the desktop. See, free your desktop and your apps will follow. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna be working in empty rooms. I could just see just empty factory space with just chairs and cats just sitting there all day. And same thing with producing and stuff. I mean, it's gonna be like the same vibes, like when it comes to production and apps, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like right there on the plane.
Yeah, see that's when it started to get a little crazy for me. I'm like, man, I get it, but I got to see my surroundings like that.
But they said that like if somebody or something comes into your surrounding, like you saw that little scene where it kind of blew them. It blows whatever you got out the way so if somebody comes into your space. That's where it's going to be.
How quick is that going to be? Because, I mean, to get mugged, like, hey, somebody, hey, that's real quick, man. Like, I don't know if it's going to be that fast.
No, you don't need to be walking down NYC, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain parts of the country. You ain't going to be.
In the gas chamber? Wait a minute. What are we talking about?
What'd you say? What'd he say? In the gas chamber, bro. Working. That's what it's gonna be, bro.
Oh man.
Oh, bro, like it's just they oh, and they ain't even I'm surprised they didn't talk about it. Apple Fitness. Like that's gonna take it to a whole nother level with Apple Fitness, because I got an Apple Fitness membership. So that's gonna take it to a whole nother level with that kind of stuff. I'm surprised they didn't lean into that. Dang.
Welcome to Apple Future. Yep. This is it.
Entertainment.
Apple is Skynet.
Oh, bro,
I've been
it's
saying
over.
it for years.
Those 3D, I'm excited about that, bro. These 3D, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. No matter how we slice this up, this is gonna be us in the hotel room with the joints on, working on a presentation, working on a mix. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be crazy, man. Cause like you even think about like, yo, a retirement home gonna have some of these, because it's gonna be like, yo, I never got to go to Paris. They gonna put this joint on. You gonna be in Paris. They gonna have a sound. You gonna be surrounded by it. Like you can see it already. Like
this how the FaceTime joint gonna work, bro.
See it.
That's how the FaceTime is gonna work. So it's gonna scan your face. It's gonna scan your face that first time, and then it's gonna create a digital avatar of you, remap your face, and that's gonna be what people gonna see on FaceTime.
Bruh.
When you got the headset on. That's what it's gonna be, bro. Like it's
bro,
over.
I'm showing up to bro, these cameras about to go away. Like I ain't gonna need these cameras in a minute. Like
man. It's
like bro, like you can now, because like for now, like when I do meetings and stuff, like I always have to be here to do the meetings, like because I need the images for the meetings. But the fact that you're gonna be able to jump in that, like bro, I could be sitting in the park somewhere. Oh, I gotta take a meeting real quick.
Yeah.
Put the headset on.
And remember how they showed about the AirPods? Damn. How like when they did the segment on the AirPods, how it's gonna start blocking out the and they already got the voice isolation mode.
The adaptive mode, what they called it.
Bro, like you're gonna be able to literally, it ain't gonna matter. You could be sitting in the middle of what's the noisiest place? Of a restaurant
traffic in New York.
Traffic in New York, bro. And as noisy as it is, it's gonna sound as tight as it is when we sitting here talking, having this conversation. Like you're gonna be just working, and nobody's gonna know where you are, what you're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is it, bro.
So here's where it's gonna flip. The moment we know when Skynet is about to happen, when something crazy is gonna happen, is when somebody says we're gonna make these headsets available to all people for free. Like when that happens, we know it's over. Like that's gonna be like the nail in the coffin. Like humanity is done for at that moment.
Yeah, we're done. But when this is the one you was talking about.
That's what I was talking about. Like that's crazy.
Like, come on, sis. Like, come on. Don't be that girl. Don't be that girl that's chilling on a date, you know, with the Apple joints on, knowing your eyes don't look like that.
See, Brandon, I'm with you, bro. Live streaming is gonna be crazy. Like, bro, think about mixing to be in a virtual environment and like on a console. Like,
everything's about to be crazy, bro.
AR is about to meet, because all them people that was building like AR apartments and AR spaces and stuff like that.
They ain't the money now.
I can have a virtual recording studio with all the toys. I got SSL, I got all this stuff in there, but it's really it's eye candy because it's all digital.
Bro, it's the game is over. I don't care what nobody says. Like once this drops, which is not going to be out to 2024. Look, let me go ahead and put this on here. No, yep.
Yep, I already did.
I'm not gonna do that I ain't gonna do that live. I ain't gonna put my email address in.
Yeah, put your email in.
Yeah, I'm gonna get notified. I'm getting this. I don't care what y'all say. John Mike y'all gonna be seeing this avatar. Y'all gonna be seeing me out here, like in this world.
All the way out here. We know it's gonna be some folks logged in the lids on this too.
You already know. They already logged in, bro. They logged in.
But I do know if people can't pay for these mixes or whatever, and I see
bet not see you with no
Apple Vision Pro on, we gonna have a problem. We gonna have a problem.
This is cold, bro. The game is over. It's over. The new Max is cool. The new whatever is that Sonoma, yada yada yin yang. This is where it's at. This is the game. This is the game right here. This the playoffs. This the Final Four and the championship ring all in one. That's it. It's over. It ain't nothing else to be. It ain't nothing else to be said. Like this, they just changed it. They just changed everything for us. They just changed everything for us all on this, bro. Like nobody's gonna be able to. I don't see anybody, not even Google. I know they're gonna have their foray into it pretty soon. You're gonna hear something in a little. Nobody's gonna be able to tap this, bro. Like not
apps,
for a minute.
Man. Again, it's the apps. Like, can nobody compete with the App Store? That's been the biggest thing, man. The App Store is so developed. Like Apple played the game and they played it, boy. They've been playing it for years with the iPod, everything, man. Like they went long tail with some of this stuff because people talk about all day, oh, Samsung Pay was out before Apple Pay, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, that's all great. But the fact that the day Apple Pay came out, that you had hotels, you had restaurants, you had all these things that was compatible with it. Like that was a big deal. Like you could check into a hotel room with your iWatch, with your Apple Watch. It's like, yo, it don't matter who had it first. It was the fact that Apple made it so implemented into where it just almost was just like, yo, it's undeniable. Like people still to this day, and this is how I know a lot of people about to get messed up and just completely be taken out. To this day, people are still mesmerized when I pay for stuff with my Apple Watch. They're like, yo, you just paid with your Apple Watch, with your watch?
Bro, I be forgetting this there. You just reminded me.
Years now. Like, this is old. Like, I'm looking for the fact that the day where I don't have to put my watch to nothing, where I can just look at it and it's paid. Like, that's
where it's about to come, bro, with Apple Pay.
Wow, by that?
I can see it coming within the next few years. It's gonna be this. They called it eyesight. That's what they call it. I was like, come on now, y'all. They
already there was an Apple webcam that was called that, so we're gonna need another name.
Yeah, they be killing us with. They killed us with the naming conventions, from name drop to they just sitting around like, yeah. What we gonna call it? Oh, that's simple. What we need to call it? Eyesight. Oh, everybody goes wild, right?
Check in.
So I think that's gonna happen, bro. They're gonna figure out, like, with all this technology, how to scan our eyes. They're gonna be like the human eye. Every human eye is unique, just like a fingerprint. So now your eye is going to be They just probably gonna call it ID, just EYE-D ID. Go ahead, pay me. Let me run me my money, Apple. That's your idea right there. ID. That's what it's going to be called.
You think about it, like, it could get even crazier. It's like, yo, you walk into the grocery store with your joint on, as you buying this, as you picking stuff up, it's scanning it automatically. We already got that for Walmart and Sam's, where you can scan on your phone. So, like, imagine you just wearing a headset. Oh, I picked up cereal. Scan. Picked up chips, scanned, and all that stuff. By the time you walk out the store, it done already ran your car and everything. You just walk out the store. Like, you gotta go register or nothing.
It's not gonna work for black folk. We pick up a bunch of stuff and walk out the store, see what happens. A headset or no headset. No. I almost said a couple of things. I'm not gonna say that because they're gonna say I'm racist. But no. Timothy is not gonna be able to walk out that like that. Tim is not going to be able to walk out the store like that. No. That's not going to happen. That's only a certain demographic that's going to be able to walk in and out like that without nobody saying nothing. I don't care if you got no kind of nothing. At least not for the next 10 years. You got about 10 years to ride that out before it becomes socially acceptable. But you do that in the next couple of years. You go in there and walk out of Walmart with all a bunch of stuff in your hand. Nah, bro, they finna get you, bro. They finna get you. They gonna get you. I can see some people but it's so many implications. It's so many implications to this. Number one, what this is about to do is this is about to make the next level of billionaires and millionaires. Because think about it. companies about to start making billions because there's accessories. There's a whole level of accessories that you're going to have to get for this stuff, that you're going to have to buy, third party accessories. People going to want to style them, cases, all of that stuff like that. And then you have the app ecosystem with app developers that are going to create new levels of
I already see it's gonna be the gold
apps.
plated edition, like the what is it? What's the band? The Hermes.
Yep.
They're gonna do a Hermes version band.
They're gonna have all of that, bro.
Oh man.
It's going to be, and then not only that, think about hardware and stuff that's going to be able to connect to it. People are going to be creating all kind of new. It's going to open up a whole lot, another level of hardware from different companies. We're not even just talking about audio companies, just all across the board.
I like this. This will force the industry into producing more volumes of visual music albums. I like that. That would be dope. Ooh. That would be dope, man. Like, bro, I'm with that. I am with that.
You need to be looking at this kind of stuff as content creators, as musicians, as producers, because not even this. Think about it, man. Like I've been saying it for years. Virtual church, is about to become a thing.
Oh yeah, we already there.
We've already got there with live streaming and stuff like that. But this is gonna make it where it's gonna make it immersive. So immersive video is about to become a thing. And if you're not, I've already started exploring it. I've already started looking at cameras and looking at cameras and devices that can film 360. If you're not, you need to be looking at this as a content creator, producer. Videography just made it come up. Everybody just made it come up. If you know what to do, just thinking about, I wish Jan was on this stream, because he would be somebody I could definitely see capitalizing on that. Being able to create visual albums, visual lo-fi, visual chill beats, and you got this whole visual situation that comes along with your, with your production. You know what I mean? It's opening up a whole new world for everybody. So there's no excuses now for you, if as a producer, as an engineer, as someone in the creative space, not to be trying to get in on this rush that's about to happen. Start thinking outside of the box, because every time something like this happens, every time we have a leap forward in innovation like this, it makes billionaires.
Bro, I could already see it. Virtual training. We doing a mixing class.
Exactly.
And everybody's virtually in this room during a mixing class.
It's gonna simplify it.
But it don't seem like there's a bunch of people there.
Exactly.
It's just gonna be, I'm here in the chair, you right here, you here with me.
Yeah, you in London, you in England, you in France.
All the mix with the masters joints, all that stuff.
Oh no, I'm already woke, bro. I'm all the way woke. I'm already making my plans for the next 3 to 5 years, just off of what this is brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole new world, and I'm excited for what this means for the industry. I'm excited about what this means for us as producers, as engineers, as content creators. I'm definitely getting the Apple Pro. Vision Pro. I'm definitely getting, definitely going to be grabbing probably a Mac Studio M2 version, calling it a day. And it's about to be an interesting next 24 months, man. They didn't say when, they just said early 2024 when they're going to drop it. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be dope, man. I think this is a W.
They said early 2024. I could see them making a push for holiday being able to pre-order.
Yeah, definitely.
Christmas time.
They better.
That would be.
They better, man, because I'm gonna lose my mind if not, man. I'm going to lose my mind if they don't make this available, because if not, it's gonna make things super difficult. Yeah. But anyway, folks, this is where we're at. Apple just changed the game with this whole situation they just dropped on us. This next year is going to be super dope to see how this develops out with the products, with the software, with app developers, all of those things like that. So they got their replay up. I'm sure you can check it and test it out and check it out. It's been fun. Let me bring my music in. Let's get the music in. Let's rock and roll. Because it's been good. It's been cool. We did a real early hangout. Normally we do the hangouts on Wednesdays, but because this was just like a special
apostolic,
yeah, we had to jump in.
Convention.
We had to jump on. We had to jump on real quick and do something. Just react to this because this was just too juicy not to say nothing about. So I just, as I said in the title, I don't think Apple can be stopped. I think the game is over. Just Team Apple, fight me, do whatever. But I'm gonna be this chick right here. I'm not gonna be a chick though. Look at that. It won't let me do it. This thing will let me. They're right there. That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me with the hat, with the headset on. I'm just not gonna be a female, but that's gonna be me though, bro. I'm gonna have that joint on day one. Like I'm gonna be trying to explore, figure out what's what, and figure out like how are we going to capitalize on this move or what have you. All right, folks, it's been fun. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Make sure you check out our other episodes. This was a real quick. Normally we on for a couple of hours. We did it in 121 today. We did it in 121. We getting this record time for the hangout. So you guys go back and check. Make sure you check the Apple video. Make sure that you don't. I got to say this one more time for the one more time. Make sure that you definitely grab Peculiar Sound Off the Block, all of that stuff like that. This is the deal on this is going out. It's going off sale tonight at midnight. So that and Peculiar Sounds. So screenshot that QR code. Go ahead and save on that stuff and do your thing. And we're gonna tap in. We're gonna tap in with you guys on the next one. And we're going to get up out of here. And I'm going to leave you guys with the Sound Off the Block promo video. And we'll tap in with you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.